high, nigga, you was tripping. Okay,
Hey,
we on.
hey. Some would say them was the best years to be around.
Hey, you know what? I can't speak for nobody else,
Yeah,
but the little bit that I remember,
yeah,
it was all right. It was all
yeah,
right. What's
yeah,
up with y'all, man? Welcome home, man. It's Sunday in this motherfucker podcast by the name. What a weekend of sports, up and down, roller coaster ride, parody, and all of the shit.
yeah, yeah. I've been sitting back here watching some of these games, and I was looking at this. I was hoping we got a win today against the Bears.
Yeah, came close.
Yeah,
Came
yeah, but
close. Shout out to brother Aaron Glenn, head coach of the lowly New York Jets. They finally got their first win. So what they say? Jets. Yeah, okay, whatever. The Jets got their first win today. Beat those Super Bowl bound Cincinnati Bengals after that beat the Steelers last week. You know, it's funny how from week to week people go on this roller coaster, the up and down and the high. And yeah, we all want our team to win every week. Like this week, my team lost 15-26. That's 11 points. They even lost to the spread. Niners lost to the spread today. They let D'Amico Ryans punch him in the gut one good time for old time's sake. And
they was on the road.
they was on the road and they was on the
road game.
ropes. They was
Yeah.
on the road and on the ropes today all day. And I'm glad they didn't lay down and just take it. But they looked unready. Like they looked sleepy to me. I ain't gonna lie. First 10 o'clock game I think I remember this year for us. They looked like they were still asleep for the first half, and I wish that wasn't the case.
Well, in I think in Texas it's damn near 12 o'clock, wasn't
Yeah. So they was all rearing and ready to go, and niggas I was out there looking like sleepwalk for the first half. And
Yeah.
so yeah, man, you know it is what it is. I'm gonna tell you who ain't got no excuse about no sleepwalking, but I guess they can use that mile high air. Is them Cowboys? They got it.
Yeah, well, yeah, we was. I was on the. I thought they would probably go up there and get a win, but
Yeah,
Bo Nix, them they had something else waiting for
man.
them.
Can we use the term for real? I guess they are for real. They sitting on top of the AFC West. I'm not sure. Oh, KFC don't play till tonight, right?
Yeah, when you get oh no, the Pittsburgh and who played tonight?
Oh, that's right. Okay, so let me see. Let me scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll.
Pittsburgh and somebody played tonight. Pittsburgh and
Yeah, yeah. Pittsburgh and Green Bay. Matter of fact.
yeah, in Green
Yeah.
Bay. Yeah.
If we can't, why don't we? Why not? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Bad if it's a bad day to beat them Saints, man. So let's say what we'll say. The Bengals offense ain't broke, right?
No, but they got handed. Their defense didn't play good today.
Their defense ain't really showed up all year, and it's funny because you know the minute that Nick Bosa went down, the first thing everybody said was make the trade with the Bengals for Trey Hendrickson, right? And I've been
Yeah,
against this shit the whole way because to me, at best, he's a very similar carbon copy of a Nick Bosa,
yeah.
high motor, mainly on effort, right? Nick Bosa is not the athlete that T.J. Watt or Micah Parsons is.
No.
But he does have a motor that's like that in that Crosby range, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not complaining about that. I mean, he's still effective. He's Nick Bosa. I don't know if he'll ever win another DPOY, but he's not somebody that I'm mad about having on my side. When it's time to go get down, man. Dude's a world class ball player, but Trey Hendrickson is very much in that ilk, right? And so he's also a lesser version of that ilk. So he would be the secondary part. If they didn't go get Nick Bosa in the offseason before Buffalo, why would they go run out and give all the money in the world to Trey Hendrickson? So shout out to the front office in San Francisco for not jumping on every trade that the fans think we should make. Because that wouldn't be
they know what's going on inside the locker room.
No doubt. And that wouldn't have been a step up. Now let's jump into the Ravens and the Bears, right? First of all, wait a minute. The Ravens did get a win today too.
Yeah, we did get a win today.
Yeah. They stepped in on the Bears, and that's not a nobody ass team to beat right now. They was on a 4-game win streak.
But you got to understand what we got back. What we put at quarterback.
There we go.
We put a quarterback in there that can run the offense like Lamar ran the offense.
Exactly, a similar style of offense, and I think that was like I definitely think that was to the to the obviously a huge benefit. And we said this the last couple of weeks. I do think that the Ravens defense have been coming on and putting up respectable performances since 2 weeks ago, even though the offense didn't show up at all. We talking about that in the night game. The night game they played against Kansas City, I think, huh? Yeah,
Yep.
The defense did surely showed up to play that night, and the offense did not. So I'm glad to see that hitting stride because Lamar's supposed to be back on Thursday for that game.
And if your offense is pulling its weight, the defense steps up as well. They're gonna feel that and step up as well. They're supposed to.
Yeah. I mean,
that's how it looked today. It looked like they had confidence that the offense was gonna do their thing, so they needed to come do their thing, and so they got timely plays, plays was made on the field, and it ended up beating the Bears.
Yeah, let's stay in the division for a result that was no big surprise. I don't think, not in my eyes at least. I think we both picked the Patriots to blot out the Browns.
Which ended up happening.
Yeah, and you can't ride a dominant defense forever, can you? Now, 32 points is what they gave up. I'm not surprised that Dillon Gabriel only was able to direct their offense to 13 points.
Yeah.
What I am surprised the fuck about is why Shedeur Sanders has not been considered to get an opportunity to start for this team now. At this point, it's got to be personal. It's got to be political. It's got to be.
It was all of that. It was everything. It's everything rolled into one. They didn't want to. I don't even think they wanted to draft him. I think that's something that's a. I always thought that was a favor owed for them signing.
It's time for me to get a new medallion for this motherfucker right here. Free my nigga Shedeur Sanders, right, man?
I always thought that was a favor for them messing up the quarterback market when they signed that one cat for $200-something million
Deshaun Watson. Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
I thought that was a favor to the league. I think they did a favor for the league.
Man, and didn't they? I mean, look at the quarterback contracts that we've gotten since that contract. And honestly, that was after a year of being Chester the molester and sitting out. The Cleveland Browns, like, they showed the level of dysfunction.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and really the low business acumen that they had in the front office at the time to give Deshaun Watson a fully guaranteed $64 million contract.
And how many owners hated that they did that?
God dang right. And shout out to everybody tuning in with us on Podcast Without a Name. We covering right now the debacle going on in Cleveland right now with the Browns. The fact that they drafted the best probably rookie prospect quarterback besides Jackson Dart. I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't want to upset nobody. No, but no, Shedeur Sanders not getting an opportunity to get in there and show us what we know he can do. We know he's a professional level passer. We know that he can read defenses, and we know that he's accurate with the ball. As long as he's not holding on to it too long, he can propel this offense to some respectable damn performances.
Absolutely,
man.
Absolutely. I'm just liking how they either gonna have to trade him. They're gonna have to trade him. They're gonna have to trade him and get him up out of there and let him go somewhere where he can play.
Right. I agree. And we're getting close to that shit to get off the pot moment. I hope it comes before this trade deadline.
Yeah.
Because if he don't get out of there by this trade deadline, they might actually come up with some lame ass excuse that they think is valid and meaningful as to why he's gonna be sitting back there for 2 more years without an opportunity.
I just don't. I don't.
You see what he just did there, y'all? My brain ain't getting enough motherfucking oxygen behind this one either. I'm bored with the antics and the BS that they got going on in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's step into the next one. We talked about this one too, kind of at length, because the New York Giants came out a couple weeks ago and they pushed the defending champion Philadelphia Eagles around in the trenches like nobody's business on Monday or Sunday night. I'm getting old, y'all. Don't quote me on the night, but 2 weeks ago, Scatterboo, man, shout out to Scatterboo, man, broke his ankle today in the game. it was turned this way, and the foot and the arm, and it was everything. It looked like an
Oh,
erector set that you put together
oh,
when you was a little kid. Only thing
so
missing
he's
was the
going to be
screw.
out then.
He's gonna be out, man. I think
He's going to
Scatterboo
be out.
season's over. So shout out to Scatterboo out there with the New York Giants.
Yeah,
So as you know,
absolutely.
then Jackson Dart lost his running mate. That was his hype boy right there,
Yeah,
and it showed.
yeah.
38-20.
And
They got
so,
pushed around.
and so, these Philadelphia Eagles, Saquon Barkley, he went over 100 yards rushing a day.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He relocated his ass and showed the whole thing. He showed did this morning.
Yeah.
They was down AJ Brown, if I'm not mistaken. And let's just talk about the battle of attrition right now. Right? If you at this point in the damn season, if you are still crying about the 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, however many injuries going on with your ball club, right? You wasting time, tears, and BS, man. This is a long season, y'all. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's it's the 4x500 or whatever the hell. It is not the 100-meter dash.
No.
It is so like even with what we were just talking about with Baltimore, it's still hope in the season. We are only halfway through this joint. It's 10 more games to play.
But what's going to be the toughest games is those two division games that they got.
No doubt.
On the rest of their schedule,
right?
Coming up here pretty soon. They got Cleveland, I think, and they have Pittsburgh again.
Yeah,
coming up here. So it's going to be tough to win out. But
yeah,
I think they can go 12-5.
Okay, and see, I like that. You don't. If you ask me at the beginning of the season, is 12-5 a good enough mark to get into the playoffs? I'm giving you the hell yeah. The old Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can I get my beer, somebody? No, yeah, but yeah, can I get a hell yeah?
Let the rest of the division beat up on each other.
That's it, right? And one thing I'm gonna say about this, Cleveland, as much as stifling as the defense can be, they could have stayed in their own way on offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Kevin Stefanski still they coach?
Yeah.
Man, he need to get up out of there.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be an offensive-minded head coach. Man, he's done nothing for the offensive continuity of that ball club. As I skip down to the next one, we knew it was going to happen. We talked about it. Bills, Panthers, 40-9. Josh Allen showed everybody today why he stays in that MVP conversation. James Cook, man, another beautiful performance by him. And let me just say, people keep talking about who they don't have. But let's talk about who they do have.
Who they do have.
That big corn-fed kid from California down there somewhere down south of lower than we is, Josh Allen, man. As long as they got him, they've got a chance. They've got a chance.
Yeah. Josh Allen makes that thing go down there.
No doubt.
In Buffalo town.
And in all fairness, Panthers was without their fearless leader. No, they didn't have Bryce Young, their starting quarterback, who has been putting up some solid numbers and some solid performances the last few weeks. I'm sure everybody saw the shellacking. Chargers 37, Vikings 10. Did we see that? Everybody caught that old European ass whooping that got handed out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dog, it was almost embarrassing. Same thing for the Vikings, man. Did they even get off the plane?
Did they even get off the plane?
Did they even get off the plane? Like, even if I thought
it looked like they just had this one circled on the calendar. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna be able to do much at this game right here. This is
like this was a mini vacay, man. Like they had shopping trips with the family and the wife circled on the damn calendar, not this game. And
we're finna go enjoy this over the seas land. And we ain't even thinking about football.
Man, we going to find Birkin bags and shit that ain't came out in the States yet. They was more worried about fashion and Fugazi than they was about their chances of doing the thing.
Yeah.
Game is coming on now, of course, Packers and Steelers. Realistically, who do you really feel right now coming up to game time? We got all the injury reports. Let's see here. Favorite. Green Bay is favored here by 3 points on the road. So if they're giving them 3 points on the road, I got to say that's actually saying that they think Green Bay is a touchdown favorite. Over-under is 46.5. Both teams have been putting up some points. I would stick with the over on this if you're looking for a bet to throw down right before this game gets going. You got 2 minutes. but the way they've been doing the sports books lately, you might have about 5. But hurry up and get you in if you're gonna do that. And man, tomorrow night, now that I know that Jaden Daniels is not playing, let's make sure that we get all the facts straight for the Chiefs. I think we made this abundantly clear.
Kansas City,
Kansas City, man, good
Kansas
old Route
City.
66.
Kansas City, Mac.
Man, and you know the best thing that the Raiders did this week was got a week off, man, because it's been rough.
Yeah, it's been rough. They needed to buy.
You know what, they did need to buy, and I'm gonna say this for my Niners, man. They need to buy. I think our shit is coming up in the next week or two. We could really use that right about now too. We got a couple cats that's like Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, and
Ayuk.
And that starting quarterback of ours, Brock Purdy. And I'm not down on Mac Jones about this performance. To tell you the truth, he didn't lose us the game. It was where was we at in the first half was mainly the thing. I mean, if everybody would have started off playing the same way at the same time, we probably would have had a 2 or 3 point game here. But yeah, man, the Niners.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
You know what? I like that one there, and I'm gonna tell you why. They playing in Pittsburgh, and yeah, they've been getting pressure heavy defense out there in Green Bay with my man from Dallas. They ain't been getting a bunch of sacks.
Yeah,
Mike ain't been getting them a bunch of sacks. He been getting them a bunch of pressures. So I don't know if pressure is enough to knock Aaron Rodgers off his dangle. Man, he been letting it go. He been slinging it, man. The games that they lost have been only by a few points, and they've been high scoring games.
They need to fine tune that defense out here though. They get that defense. If they can get timely stops, they can win games.
Come on,
because Aaron Rodgers playing like he playing like he won another bowl.
No, he is, no doubt. And like you say, the only place the only people ain't showing up to the party is that defense, man. TJ Watt and company.
Yeah.
Where y'all at?
Where y'all at?
Shout out to Cut and Squeeze, man. Most of y'all probably know big old light skinned Squeeze and Faltina from the V. Man, he's a diehard Steelers fan. Squeeze, what's happening, man? What's up with that defense, Pimpin? The rest of the shit looking good, though. I'm sure you're going to have something to say about it the next time I talk to you, man. Let's put something real good together on that grill and get it going. Yeah, though. Man, you know, to the Steelers fans out there, they got something to root for, man. Something to feel good about. What they got to worry about is pooping out down the stretch and the Ravens coming back and nipping at their heels.
Yeah.
Possibly even the Bengals.
Yeah.
Possibly even the Bengals, but if I'm playing for Pittsburgh on the coaching staff, I'm really only worried about what's happening in Baltimore because they snuck around and got a win today without Lamar Jackson.
Well, understand that the Bengals got that old quarterback. They're gonna go how he gonna go.
No doubt.
If he don't got it today against that secondary, it's not gonna work.
Right.
Like today, they had it going. They scored 32 points. They scored 30-something points.
No, 38. 30, I think it was 39, 38.
But that defense showed up when they had to make that one stop.
Man, no doubt. And I don't know who's been having time to get in on some of this NBA-ism, but I gotta say that you can see the line of demarcation in the NBA, meaning the teams that are veteran laden teams, they already damn near look like they in mid-season form, coming in sharp, snapping, ready to go. But let's be real, they're gonna get injured and be looking weak somewhere in the middle. So it's about these young teams and how fast they can really mature. Like how OKC got over that hump last year and turned and went from a team full of young players that was ready to make a splash to the youngest team full of veterans now. The team full of young veterans.
I think it's a lot to do with it. It's a lot of luck, man. It's a lot of luck because who gonna be able to be healthier at the end of the season? I've been listening to the truth talk about it. Yeah, and that's the consensus. Who and I looked at the playoffs last year. Right. What would have happened if Halliburton wouldn't have got hurt?
Bro, what would have happened if Steph didn't mess his hammy?
That's what I'm saying. So let's see who's gonna be the healthiest. I know it's a young man's league, but we still got these veterans in here that know how to get it done. And they can be healthy down the stretch.
No doubt.
We're gonna see what that matchup is like.
No doubt. And with that being said, with that concept in mind, I think that the Houston Rockets are looking pretty dangerous. I know they probably 0-2 or 0-3 right now, even, right? But they're just figuring out how to put one of the best pure scorers we ever had in this league, KD, how to fit him into the shim sham and the scam. When they figure out how to really incorporate KD, and I'm talking about in them money minutes. I'm talking about going down down the stretch, closing time, finishing time. When they get that game together, they're gonna be dangerous, man, because they've got such a young nucleus, right? And if they can actually incorporate an all-time great into what they got going, that's gonna be dangerous. To me, they got the formula as far as how many veterans and young cats you want to put together, and they got a lot of experience.
Move over to that other team in Texas, San Antonio Spurs.
They're going to look really good right now at the beginning of the season.
When they get that boy back from Sacramento, when they get that guy back. And Wemby.
See De'Aaron Fox, right? Now he's been out with a major injury, right? He still never recovered from that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wemby went to go see the ticket. He went to go see Big Ticket, and he went to go see Olajuwon this summer.
And you know what? It showed in the physicality of his game.
Yeah.
So far, I've actually been seeing Wemby lightweight backing people down, and then he got that big old 7'9" long ass arm coming over dunking from this much vertical elevation. But that's okay. We got the gifts that we born with, right? He was born with that gift. But no, I've been watching him actually shoulder in and put his weight on people this year. He ain't got much weight, but as he develops and gets more of that weight, he done went and got the tools and the skill set.
But my thing, what I see and what I like is that defensive presence that he got around the basket. When you drive into the basket, you got to look for him.
You think about him.
Yeah, you think about him because he's coming over to help, or he's just already there.
Yeah.
And slapping Anthony Davis shots out of there.
Man.
I was like, wow. I said, yeah, he ready. He ready.
Hey, he is ready to go. Just like both teams is rearing and ready to go in that goddamn World Series, man. What you think about that? We got a 1-1 flat.
I'm Dodgers all the way. But I
California,
like game one. I like how game one ended. I like how game one came out. The Toronto Blue Jays was not playing.
They're not playing. I think it's gonna be a series. I'm gonna go Dodgers in 7. Even though I'm rooting for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, but I also think that the Dodgers they came to play, and it's about pitching. It's about pitching. It's nothing else.
No doubt.
Nothing else is but pitching. That pitcher went complete game yesterday.
Yeah.
You don't see that. You don't
Yamamoto.
See that.
Yamamoto.
Yamamoto. You don't see that.
That's the second straight complete game that he pitched in a row. Ain't nobody done that since like Tom Glavine or some shit in the 90s. Look it up.
Yeah.
Google will tell you better
when
than
it was real baseball. When it was real baseball.
Yeah. But no, that man is out there doing his thing. And I just got to say that, like, it's been a while since it's been a World Series to get excited about. So if y'all really want to get excited about our America's favorite pastime, this would be a hell of a matchup to see.
And the reason why I say pitching is because on both sides, they got some good hitters on both sides.
Man, no doubt.
The catcher for the Blue Jays, little pudgy guy.
Hey, he goes
yard. He goes yard. You got Vlad goes yard. So you got some pretty good hitters on both sides.
Matter of fact, it's funny you say that. Both teams got the best hitting catchers in the entire league. And I'm going to say like this too, right? I think that we've seen a little bit of what we was talking about before is as Mookie goes, the rest of the team goes. Mookie Betts made some defensive plays to close out game 2. But that shit was nothing short of old school Ozzie Newsome. Right, the Wizard. Y'all remember the old school Wizard?
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith. There you go. Ozzie Newsome was the front office. But now Ozzie Smith, bro, this was old. If he would have did a backflip on his way up out of there after he threw that nigga out, but that would have been old school Ozzie on him, bro. I used to love the Wiz.
No, I love old school. I love the Gary Sheffields and the Tony Gwynns.
Yes.
I love the Ken Griffey's. I love that era of baseball was
no doubt. No
Everybody
doubt.
fall
That's
with
back,
no joke.
back
So
back when Vlad Senior was putting in work.
yeah.
Yeah.
He came. He used to club. He used to club stuff out the park.
Woo! Hey, didn't he? Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Him, Tony
no
Gwynn,
no
and maybe
gloves, no
him, Tony
gloves,
Gwynn,
nothing
and
like
Ken
that. Just,
Griffey.
just pure bat on ball.
Woo! Pure stroke, bro. Pure stroke. And I ain't gonna lie, they don't teach that in the game no more. They talk about this launch angle and all that shit.
Yeah.
What I noticed is the players that put the ball in play
Mhm.
is the ones that's gonna get the shit done today. Yes.
You have to go see. You have to go. I would go see. If I was playing in MLB, I would have to go see Gary Sheffield. I would
No
have to go
doubt.
see players like that. Can you
Yeah.
help me
Man.
see what I need to see? Because I seen this interview with Gary Sheffield, and when he was being taught batting stuff by Tony Gwynn, he said he
Yeah.
opened up his whole mind about
Man.
hitting.
Man, I mean, Tony Gwynn probably got the sweetest, most natural stroke of any hitter ever. But
Tony Gwynn
it
hit the
shows
ball.
he was never a home run guy neither. He was always
No.
put the ball in play.
Put it in play. Put it in
Yeah.
play. Can we put it in play? That's
Can
what I
we
like.
put the man? You can't score if you don't get on base.
No.
You can't score if you don't get on base. Let's see. Now we had a little more excitement going on in the world today. Let me see what we. Oh, no, we ain't gonna get hockey. Our crowd. We ain't hockey. We ain't gonna even talk about hockey. Hockey will get fun at the same time. The basketball is about to be done.
What about that scandal that came out?
Oh, are we talking about the Chauncey Billups?
What about the
Gilbert
scandal that came out? The FBI they got a case. They got this big case.
Yeah. Hey, and I'm gonna tell you what, they gonna make it. Now, I don't think none of them dudes is going to jail or nothing, but I'll tell you what, they will be as material fucking witnesses. If y'all looking to come away with this, with their street cred intact, it's over with. All that gangster shit is over. They snitching. They finna tell. They gonna hurry up and tell on somebody.
I think before you come with indictments like this, you gotta put everybody out there. Don't just put
no doubt
the faces that they've been putting out there, and then they're gonna say the crime families, these crime family names.
Yeah,
where the faces at?
But where the faces at? But
where the faces at?
But I'm gonna tell you what I noticed too. It's the same thing like when they was trying to impeach Trump and do it. Whenever they got public figures involved that they not gonna fry, they put their names out there first. Look at how bad they talked about your boy Diddy before he ended up getting hit. And I mean, them little couple few months they gave him wasn't shit compared to what they was talking.
Yeah, from the beginning. From the beginning. Yeah, what the charges that they threw at him. That's why it's gonna be interesting. That's why I'm not gonna say nobody wrong or nothing until I see see the evidence that they put out there on what they got on these people and how can they link everybody to whatever they're gonna link them to.
Man, no doubt. And how much do you really have? I mean, like, we know there's what you call physical evidence and there's circumstantial, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most times a lot of circumstantial, and we got to realize too that he say and she say don't count in the court of law.
No, it don't. It don't.
Right.
You gotta show me something concrete to
Come
say
on.
This is what happened.
Man,
I can't say I heard.
Let's be real. Even beyond what we heard, when they found that 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil in Diddy house with all the shit, I was like, oh, it's over, bro. I thought they was gonna have fingerprints and all kind of forensic tags attached to these bottles of baby oil. It was nothing. He just liked to be glossy when he come out there and go.
No, but it's crazy how you could be charged with all kinds of shit. You can just be charged with shit.
Yeah.
And they just trying to see what's gonna stick.
Man, like throwing goddamn spaghetti noodles at the wall. And let me just say, man, a lot of them bitches do the slanky danky and they crawl down and they boop, and it don't be what it looked like when you first threw it up there. And that's a lot of times what goes on with these highly publicized cases. So yes, I want to know what facts we got going on.
To me, I was like, I don't give a damn if you watch these motherfuckers for 8 years.
Man, no doubt.
Give me the evidence. I want to see the evidence.
Man, what did you find when you did it?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you what. Sometimes they got evidence, and we know it's about the interest of the person that's prosecuting. Because
Yeah.
sometimes they be having shit. They like, what inadmissible? What? Why they can't bring that in? It's connected to this, and this. Just watch the
Yeah.
gambit and what's going on out there in the world.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta do my part. We going yes on 50, y'all. You from California?
Yeah.
Don't care about if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent. I don't
Yes
give a
on
fuck
50.
if you don't like none of them motherfuckers. Go vote yes on 50 because only we can stick it to the Cheeto. Stick it
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
Cheeto.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that
Yeah.
Chauncey Billups is just a pawn. You know
You
what
know
I'm saying?
what? You and me both.
Pawn. I'm not. I don't know nothing about Damon Jones. Damon Jones seemed like it seemed like he was a little bit more on the side of
Yes. Well,
getting paid. And then the Rozier
now
player, the Rozier
Rozier's in
player,
trouble.
he's in trouble.
Scary
He's in trouble.
Terry, you should be
Gary
scared.
Terry is in trouble.
Scary Terry is in trouble because I'm gonna tell you what he did was fucking specifically told people before a game, hey, they say I'm supposed to get X amount of points, but I'm gonna tag myself out before that. So
Yeah.
bet the under. That
Yeah.
right there is what you call manipulating. Shaving points or manipulating
Yeah.
the totals. And Scary Terry, man. Well, you wasn't gonna be no Hall of Famer or nothing, no way. But he has put together a pretty decent career, and there's gonna be a nice big blemish in the black eye on top of that joint.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah,
They survived Tim Donaghy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
True that.
survived that. They survived that bullshit. But
But he
uh,
showed never refereed again. So Scary
no,
Terry,
yeah,
early
yeah,
retirement. I hope you played right with your money, and I hope that the mob took care of you. Because if not, man, it ain't looking too good for your pimp. No, that's just something to say, man. For any youngsters that's out there on their way up in this shit, man, there ain't no deals to be made with the devil. And what I
no,
mean by that is this: ain't no shortcuts that somebody ain't already tried to cut through, right?
absolutely,
You think you on some slick shit, and maybe ain't nobody done it in a while, but this goes back to Pete Rose.
yeah,
Oh, your light went good right there. I don't know what just happened if the TV lit up, but bam, there you go. Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, no, hey, there ain't no shortcuts that you can cut that ain't already been looked at and spangled. You're not gonna trick the system. Just like
no,
trying to get a job and they tell you, yo, you got a piss test, man. Guess what? They didn't got up on that other shit too, right? You can't even get no fake from the little head shop no more, right? Why? Because after so long they get up on it. And if somebody else done burnt it out, I don't care if it's been a few years. That shit burnt.
yeah. It's
And you don't
burned.
look,
Yeah. No,
that's smoke.
I'm often I love the era I come from, the era that I came up to love what
Yeah,
professional sports is supposed to be about.
no
But
doubt.
when you have all of these leagues in bed with sporting books and sport channels
Yeah,
and sport
yeah.
betting, you got to understand that there's going to be some of this in there.
Hey, you know you do, and you got to understand that it comes down to the integrity of the man, right? And you putting a lot of power in these people's hands.
Yeah,
Power only amplifies who you are. It don't corrupt nobody. So when people say, "Oh, that boy got the money and then he went crazy," no, his ass was crazy anyway.
yeah,
The money just put it on blast.
yeah. The money just put it on blast.
The money just put it on blast, man. So yeah, like man, if they give you some Superman juice that makes you extra strong, extra
Yeah,
fast, extra smart, that's just gonna make you a more enhanced individual of who you are,
yeah.
right? It ain't gonna make you an evil motherfucker.
Nope.
Only if you had a streak in you already. You was slapping your little brother when wasn't nobody looking. Don't tell the truth and
Already.
shame the devil.
Yeah. But you said it right earlier. You can't make no deal. You can't make no deal with that cat.
No, you can't.
That's just how it is. He's a sucker. He's a sucker anyway. Like AI say, you can't make no deal with him. I don't care how good or shiny and how nice it look. It just ain't gonna work out for you.
Man,
It's not gonna work out in your favor.
It ain't, and the funny thing is, like when you try to cut that backdoor little hookup, every time it could even look good up front. You might even get what you think is a reward in the beginning, But then that shit will fuck around and get taken back on the backside of it. You know, you'd be done got it on some loophole like when Reggie Bush took that money, right? Boom, he's a Heisman Trophy winner. They took the Heisman Trophy. Why?
Yeah.
Because it was against the rules. Now they letting players get money all kind of ways, right? So I think they hook him back up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the point I'm getting at is you got to hold up the integrity of what you stand for.
Absolutely.
If you getting put in a position to be MVPs of leagues and getting super big endorsements, you don't have to run around with a gun no more. Hire somebody to do that.
Yeah, put that gun away. Put that gun down, sir.
Put that shit away. Put that gun down, man. And put your homeboy on.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your homeboy on, man.
That's real. That's real. That's so real. That's so real. We gotta understand that. That's I don't play on that field no more.
No, exactly. And it's about growth, right? Sometimes you got growing pains, but sometimes you get growth spurts. When you get growth spurts, man, embellish, you know what I'm saying? Embellish that, man. Grab that, hold on to that shit with everything you got, because we work hard for everything we achieve, man. And you can throw away in a few seconds, you can throw away a lifetime of good deeds and hard work. So, man, just
signing that paper.
That's
signing
it, man.
that paper.
That's it. And is it really gonna get you there that much faster, right?
Yeah.
Man, if you like, man, I'm about to blow, man, but I can't wait on the money.
Or one of them players said, you know, I just wanted some of my homies. Hypothetically, I just want some of my homies to get the bag. So I would tell them, you know, who gonna be hurt or something, and have them bet on some shit. I was like, all right, but it's still coming back to you.
It is still coming back to you, and it goes along the lines of insider trading, right?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you cannot rationalize that one away. You can't. There's just no way to explain it away. Like with Pete Rose, right?
Yeah.
I didn't understand it when I was young. I used to be like, man, Pete Rose, damn near one of the best players ever. But he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I get it now. He was doing similar type of shit, and it speaks to the integrity of the game. And if you don't uphold the integrity of the game, at some point, it's a house standing on a crumbled foundation, right?
Absolutely.
It's gonna float away. First good storm that hit you, it's gonna float away. So, man, hey, I ain't here to run nobody's life. I sure ain't here to preach, because y'all know I ain't no saint. But what I will say is this, man, like, let's make better decisions out there.
Make better choices. And the reason why you can say let's make better choices, because you know you found yourself in some sticky situations.
Man.
That's the only reason why you can say that. That's not that, you know, let's move in this direction.
And I'm gonna say this, speaking from pure experience, right? Man, the times that I thought I was speeding the process up, it never worked out for me. There's times that I sat back and let, because it's only gonna happen when it's time.
Yeah.
The times that I sat back and let life run its natural course.
Yeah.
By golly, it just worked out. You know,
it just worked out. Yeah. No, that faith, and understanding. Let's get that understanding, and let's understand that it's not gonna happen overnight. But when it does happen, let's get ready for that. Let's do everything we can to get ready for that. And then when it do happen,
this takes me to something that like in my professional life, something I had a real struggle with in the beginning. When I really got into construction and got deep off into it, there was a point where I went from a laborer who was just working hard to somebody who kind of knows something, and there's a value to it, right? You can't ever be afraid to ask for your value, but you got to understand how to quantify your worth. If you don't know how to quantify your worth, you'll never understand how your value quantifies out.
Yeah.
Man, right? And so it's important for you to know every time you pick up and gain a skill, every time you add a little in that tool belt, so to speak, that you figure out how that multiplies out into your earnings, right? Because you know how a lot of times they'll say, oh man, he's putting in work, but it doesn't really show up on the stat sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. The only way for a dude like that to get paid is for him to be able to take everything that they're not paying him for and show him why it's important to get paid for it.
Yes.
Right? Okay, yeah. I get 3 steals a game, but I get 5 deflections. Now, them 5 deflections turn into stats for other people. Bing. When I got this deflection right here, this dude got a steal slam dunk. When I tapped this one over here, I dribbled it off his foot. Going our way. So now when you go to negotiate your contract, if you don't have that shit ready, they ain't gonna just pay you for it though.
Dennis Rodman comes to mind.
There you go.
I
There you
seen a
go.
stat. I seen a stat line where he had 1 point, one assist,
Yeah.
and 20 rebounds.
And 20 damn rebounds. Exactly. So when your agent is putting together your pitch, he's like, dude, when you can get 20 rebounds that you can count on a game, or how many fast breaks?
Yep. How many possessions? That's 20 possessions.
That's man,
That's
20
possessions.
Man.
Yeah.
And we know what extra possessions accumulate and account for, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a possession by possession, a game of inches. You hear all these cliche statements, and it really is to quantify that, like, yo, dude, it's the little play that's gonna make the big result happen. If you don't keep track of the value of your little plays, you'll never know your overall worth. So yeah, never say,
Absolutely.
oh, it's nothing.
Accumulate.
That's it. If you're the one at your job that covers for people all the time, steps up and does what management usually does, but you're not a manager, you don't have to make them make you a manager, but you better make sure when you come for your review that you let them know that you've been putting in this work and stepping up to the plate every time.
Yeah. How many times have you heard this?
Yeah, exactly, man. We had an emergency that day that we could have been sued for, but you stepped in and you was on the scene and you made sure that all the right things happened.
Yeah,
that's shit that they got to know as they go up the chain, because if not, they're gonna sleep on it because you're allowing them to.
Because you're allowing them to. That's right. That'd be my whole thing, man. We responsibility. What is your responsibility? What is your role? What part did you play?
Yeah, and if you are outperforming your if you are outperforming what your responsibility and your duties are, then you need to let them know that, even if it's only a 3% raise.
It don't matter. I want all mine.
What's up with Reem? Man, what's up with Cuddy Reem right there? Reem needs. It's all love, man. Hey, we played Little League together. That's my dog right there, man. That's my dog right there. He just checked in to say, what's up, Cuddy? See y'all, man. Look at the love we get, man. I love it when we come together, man. And hey, it ain't nothing to be taken for granted around here, bro. We didn't survive the golden era of destruction in these streets.
Yeah. So I really appreciate you for coming on, man, and talking to the people. Hey, Green Bay up 7-3. They beat 7-3.
But Pittsburgh ready for that smoke, I think. I really think they is.
Mike got something for him.
Mike always got something for him.
Mike.
And speaking of him, he brings another aspect up, and that's, always have a plan and don't be afraid to stick to it.
Yeah, don't be afraid to stick to it down to the last kick.
You know it, and every year they be ready to criticize my man's and everything. And Mike Tomlin always stands strong because he know that he got a solid plan going in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So man, once you got your game, once you get your blueprint put together, man, it shouldn't be no variation of that you can't twist and put together and make turn into something beautiful.
Yep. That's why I like coaches like that, and I like organizations like that stick with they plan. They stick with they
no doubt.
The key cogs who done got them there before.
No doubt.
How they going back? That's how I look at it.
No, man, because how many times you didn't see them say, "Oh, they need to let Mike Tomlin go"? He's just
every year they're saying something about that, but it don't really mean that. You're not in the front office. You're not over there. You're not over there with the game plan the game plans he's coming up with.
You're not. You
gotta put a certain percentage of that blame on your team. Period.
Yeah.
The players that's out there trying to execute what they trying to put out there. You gotta put some responsibility on them.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, right? If you come up with a plan and they go out and they fudge it up, right? It's not your fault. I done seen great plays get called and bad decisions get made.
But the moving parts are supposed to be the players.
That's it.
That's what's supposed to be the changeover. Not your front office is not supposed to be changed over every 5 minutes. I can see if it was enough, it was enough, and he was into other things other than football, and his name was out there and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, then you maybe we might want to move on from you. the inner workings of your team, the changing
Right.
parts, is supposed to be the players.
No doubt. And Reem say good win Ravens. I mean, I absolutely agree. We talked about it earlier.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
dog,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
stuck to their plan a little more today by bringing out a quarterback that fit the system.
Yeah.
Right. So again, here we go. Stick to your plan. They tried to go pocket passer with their backup, and that just wasn't gonna happen.
And that started in the free agency. Why would you pick a quarterback up like that, knowing that
Exactly.
they can't that they're not going to be able to run what you're trying to run?
No, you're right. Exactly. Like to me, man. You got when them Tyrod Taylors are sitting out there on the last few days of free agency, and you done sign Cooper Rush. That don't make no sense to me.
Makes no sense to me. But
You-
those are the parts that's supposed to be interchanged. Not going up there saying
yeah.
Harbaugh, we finna relieve you. You finna get up out of here. No,
Right.
let's not forget.
Right.
Let's not forget about the work that's been put in.
Man,
Let's not
because I
forget about that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was watching them games leading up to this week, I was like, "What happened to Huntley, man? What happened to like, man? Can we get some of that Raven style offense, right? Like, it really showed, and it really affected them in a bad way. Nothing you can do to replace good chemistry, right?
Nothing you can do.
And you can't cheat continuity neither.
Nope.
No.
But you need someone that can make the throws. You need somebody that can play the position serviceably, that can play the position so that you can get your starter back and your starter can get in doing what he
But
do.
also too that so when your starter do come back, that y'all can jump right back in and get in the groove. Because if you've been playing nilly-mill slow pocket pass football for the last 5-6 weeks, your line is in a different mode. They're not attacking like they used to be attacking. So for them to be able to jump right back into the groove with Lamar,
it's a different confidence level.
It is, and an entirely whole different tempo, man.
Yeah.
What we looking like? You trying to get back to this game? We'll check in later or something.
I mean, it's up to you. I'm sitting there chilling. We can get back on a little bit later. I'm right here, just watching the game, chilling.
I was about to say I'm starting to get distracted. I see Pittsburgh to put a few points up here on the board, y'all. Man, let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and split for now. Let's tap back in later and see what it do.
All right.
Till the
my guy, Big AC, the one. This is what we do, man. We come on, we try to give our, thoughts about the games and see about what's going on and, talk about things that's relevant to life. You know what I'm saying? I want to leave everybody with this. When you, there's nothing like loving yourself. When you love yourself, not too many people can't bring you down. A narcissist can't ruin your day. When you love yourself, when you are confident and full of you, people and people need to add to that. People need to give you something with that. You know what I'm saying, to make that go right. So what I want to leave everybody with is just loving yourself. We'll be back later on. Just talking with OC. That was Big AC. This is the podcast without a name. Appreciate shout out to those who was on with us. Reem, appreciate you. We got to get you on and get your comments about the Niners. All right, man. Yeah.